What's up everybody, Mortal Gear back with a new video. Finally, the Christmas holidays are over for me. And as a pastry baker, it's always a tough period, Christmas one, because I even have to work 14 or 16 hours a day. So you can imagine how it can be difficult to find some spare time to play games, or even finding more time to make a video here on YouTube. But this forced holiday that I had to take from YouTube has given me lots of content to talk about, and in today's video I want to express my opinion, my thoughts about the changes that are coming to Azerite in the next patches. So you guys already know, in the Battle of the Azshara, this will be the last raid where we'll have to unlock the traits on our Azerite gear. Instead, what they want to do is to have it immediately unlocked when we lose them. This probably will come with patch 8.2, so probably we'll have still to unlock them in the Shrine of Crucible of Storm raid if there are Azerite items in there. And what Blizzard as their idea is to basically having like the Legion artifact, having new powers, traits directly on the neck, because this is the weakest points of Battle for Azeroth. The fact that our necklace is just a static. When you level it up, you don't feel any changes to your character, any particular upgrade, just nothing. So they want to make it more interesting and more relevant to the players. All cool, and then they have to say that this is a good idea, a good change, but there are some problems about it, and I want to expect them quickly as possible. So the first one is comes to my mind is about how it works. The similar things that we have in mind, to take an example, are the Legion artifacts. But as you guys already know, the Legion artifacts were specifically designed one for each spec, while here we have everyone have the Art of Azeroth in their inventory. So I doubt that even with the time of development between the patch 1.5 and 8.2, but probably they are already working on it right now, I don't think they will have the time to make the traits class or spec specific. So probably I think we will see something similar to the old vanilla talent tree, maybe with 3 tiers, one for tank, one for healer, and one for DPS. Probably we'll have to choose between one of them. And as traits, probably there could be one for the specific class, not for spec specific, while the rest will probably be network based, so like Concordance for the Legion 4, or even something similar to that, like the traits that we already have on the Azerite armor. And these are my first reflection, because I don't like it, as I think as a raider, for example, take in mind you play a druid and you're playing as a healer. As soon as the new raid will come out, just imagine your main tank is going to leave because maybe got bored of the game, and now you have to swap to play tank. But you also have a group of friends where you do PvP or Mythic Plus, and you enjoy playing with them as a healer, so probably you have to respec more times a week. And this is one of the weakest points also of the Azerite gear, is about the cost to respec your Azerite armor. As it is now, it works with a gold fee that increases every time you respec, and it is lower up a little when you every weekly reset. But for example, just imagine that this works a similar way. It will be really troublesome, because also I see that gold generating here in Battle for Azeroth is less as it was in Legion. Of course, it is not like vanilla where one gold piece was worth everything, but people are not generating that insane amount of gold they were making like in Legion or in Warlords of Draenor. And also another perplexion is about the possibility that maybe we will not have a situation like the artifact weapon, where at a certain point you have unlocked all your traits, and then you only had to level up your concordance, so you have something to progress on, but was not fundamental for 99% of the player base. So I have the fear that probably they will have a choice like the old talent trees, so we'll see coming back some cookie cutter builds. So maybe you have a situation, oh, you have to choose dagger in the back or this other one that is garbage. Of course people will go to choose dagger in the back, for example, and do not care for the ones that is just worse. So now I also don't want a situation like that. I'm really fear about it because I don't know if Blizzard have the time to make it and develop it successfully. I'm really with a lot of fear about it, because if they fail on this, we can say the expansion is screwed. So I don't know, people are still within the game. Patch 8.1 had make some good changes, for example islands or warfronts. Even a little having a new warfront gives a lot of fresh air, even if people really don't know how to orient themselves with warfronts. About do not understand for who is that content, why you should play it, and the rewards, yes, it's fine, something, but it's not that great. But here Azerite is the main point selling of this expansion, is our way of character progression throughout it, because as you guys know, this is the weakest point of the game right now, is that your standard character progression stops at level 100. Till then we have this system like Legion, like one for Azerite, but as in Legion it was great, I really enjoyed it, I really enjoyed my artifact weapon, I even liked hunting for legendaries and so on. And in the end, having the Pantheon trinkets to work on, so every weekly is that I have something to do. Right now with Azerite power is not the same, and if they fail even on this, gods know what will be the state of the game in the end, especially knowing that there is classic coming out, so probably people will see even a mass migration of people from BFA to classic. Many people speculate on that, because right now the situation is not so bright for World of Warcraft. But this is just my thoughts. I hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that when patch 8.2 or when the PTR would be live, we will have a much deeper look about it. And yes, that's all for today guys. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.